I want a divorce.
I'm tired of marriage counseling. I'm tired of trying. I'm ready to leave. I'm ready for a divorce. I'm exhausted. I'm mentally at my capacity.
I truly thought I was going to be with him forever. And I still love him so much, and I wanted it to be different, but it's not.
In sickness and health, better or worse, like, no. Like, so destroy myself and destroy my kids to keep a vow? No.
So if you're in a miserable marriage and you think about divorce regularly, go ahead and do it. You will not regret it. The thing that you'll regret is staying in that marriage longer than you wanted to and giving him years and years and years that should have been yours.
Women like this will have you believing divorce is the ultimate glow-up. No regrets, just freedom. But for a lot of women who get divorced, this is just not the case. Some people end up knee-deep in regret, questioning if they messed up their whole life.
My future was right there. Like, it was solidified. Like, I was comfortable for the rest of my life. Maybe not mentally in my relationship, but financially, I was fine. And I gave it all up to be happy.
Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the one.
Everybody keeps thinking that I'm handling this divorce so well, and I'm not. I'm not okay.
Maybe I should have stayed. It was like stable in every other area but that. Like, is my mental health really that important?
All that fake, all that happy. Oh, I'm doing so great. I think I was in shock. And now it's coming like into reality, and I don't know.
I don't know. Is this another stage of divorce? I'm happy, but I go into these random thoughts of, you gave it all away. Like, was it worth giving away? And I know it was. I know it was for my mental sanity. I know it was for my happiness. It will all come together, but it's still terrifying to start over at this age.
I don't know what my life's gonna be like. I can't seem to remember anything bad. I just remember all the good things.
But let's not forget about the other party in this. Men also go through hell. Some see their net worth cut in half, but it's not just their wallets that take a hit, it's their entire lives.
So how much did my divorce cost me? Well, this is a fantastic question. There's direct and there's indirect costs. Direct costs, I lost $106,000 out of my 401k retirement plan I spent 20 years contributing to. I also lost half the equity in the home, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, cash, and savings that I also spent 20 years contributing to. I also lost half of all the non-liquid assets like furniture, household goods, electronics, cars. Keep in mind, I paid for all of these. And this is in addition to financially supporting her and her/our daughter for 17 years, which is many hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm now broke, live in a 2-bedroom apartment, and have a negative net worth for the first time since I was, 25. Indirect costs, my job, my sobriety, my self-worth, my masculinity, my hope for the future, my ability to trust women again, my belief in God, my pride, my motivation, my physical health. I don't know, let's just say everything.
Hearing one man lay out the sheer cost of his divorce is gut-wrenching enough. The crushing weight of alimony, child support, and the emotional fallout can push men to a breaking point. And when I say breaking point, I mean the ultimate breaking point, a permanent solution.
Divorced dads 10 times a day end themselves because they've come to the conclusion, I'm the problem, I'm the a-hole, remove me. They're cut off from their legacy, they're cut off from their kids, they feel rejected, and the person that I put ahead of my life, that I sacrificed for, that I love, that I put on this pedestal has abandoned me. Maybe I am worthless, maybe I am a piece of crap, maybe I don't deserve to be alive. And that negative self-talk drives them into the pavement, and they take a permanent L. And now that pain and misery they feel inside gets rippled into the family, into the children. And the scariest part is, for kids whose dads end themselves, they're more likely to do the same thing. My dad didn't stick around, why should I?
I've seen the ripple effect of divorce, the toll it takes on men, and not just financially, but emotionally, you know. So I think what we need is a study about women and marriage. Why is it that women, after a few years of being married, they feel like they are not happy? Their whole lives they've lived, at times, it's not all the time that they've always been happy. There are times that they are unhappy, they feel sad. That's a normal thing. We go through that, even as men. You just don't know it because we don't talk about it when we are going through depression or you're feeling sad about something. We go through that. But it's not as important. It's not important. We understand it's normal to feel some type of way, but we soldier on. But for women who are married, even when they were single, they used to feel sad and happy. They attribute marriage to their unhappiness. They always correlate their unhappiness to them being married. Why is it that? And why is it that they feel the need that divorce will make them happy? Is it the freedom of being single which makes them happy? We need to understand what makes women happy. Maybe those are the questions we should be asking ourselves before we marry them. What makes them happy? Is it going out, seeing different guys? Is it dating to go on dates? Is going to traveling to find a destination with different men? Or at least once in a while, in a year, they change, maybe they swap partners, like they change who they date. Is it those things that they want? Do them doing those things make them happy? Because if that's the case, then we shouldn't marry them. Because how are you going to settle for somebody and yet them being just with you that makes them sad or depressed or some type of way? Maybe they would rather be changing partners after 6 months, because there are people that feel like if they talk all this divorce talk, I feel like to some extent it's about them having freedom, the freedom to go on dates, the freedom to go out and date different people. Because I feel like sometimes it's like that, because somebody would be married to a guy that has everything, you know. They treat them so well, but still there's always that something that they feel they need out there. And once that thing, they start thinking about it, divorce is coming. And it happens. After a few years, most of the men get divorced out there. Let's continue with the video. I think I've talked too much.
There are guys that are bad in their marriage and deserve to get divorced, of course. But some men get handed divorce papers for reasons that are simply unjust.
Why get a divorce after 25 years of marriage? The short answer is because it is not too late to be happy. And I finally got to a point at the beginning of the year where I decided that it wasn't too late to be happy. I still have, hopefully, many more years left, and I would like to be happy for those years.
All I heard was I, breaking her vows because she was unhappy. Man, after 25 years of marriage, quarter of a century, this is very hard for some men to grasp.
My wife recently asked for a divorce, just straight up said it wasn't working out anymore, she wasn't happy, blah, blah, blah. But no cheating, no abuse, nothing like that, just wasn't happy.
And unhappiness is not a good cause. I mean, if a man is abusing you, or the man's an alcoholic or a drug addict, or he's driving you into bankruptcy because of his gambling habit, you know, I can give you a pass on that. Yeah. But if you're just unhappy because your life isn't going the way that you wanted it to, and that your fairy tale vision of your life isn't meeting your standards, and you suddenly decide that you're going to hold your man responsible for it, or you're in some way going to take out your disappointment on him by divorcing him, then I'm afraid I have very little sympathy for you at all. In fact, I would suggest that you are the problem, 100%.
And he is 100% correct.
Yes.
Women post videos to social media, pouring their hearts out about the good men they left behind. Men who treated them right, supported them, and didn't deserve to be walked away from.
Can we talk about how hard it is to leave the good guy? One, when you say, I want a divorce, and he's like, no, I want to work this out, everything's gonna be fine, you know, we can get through this, and he's so encouraging and everything's just so fucking peachy keen, right? We talk about how I'm manipulated into staying because he's a good guy. He does nothing wrong. Like, the only thing he's guilty of is being lazy and, you know, not putting in effort like we did when we were in the beginning of our relationship, like any other marriage.
I divorced the nice guy, knowing I was not in love and not fulfilled in that marriage, and that we truly just were not compatible.
He doesn't beat me, he doesn't do anything, he doesn't take money from me, but he downplays my emotions. I don't think he fully understands me. And we've talked about this, y'all. This has all been in counseling, but how do you leave the good guy?
You'd think women would be stepping up saying, no, this is wrong. If your husband is good, don't leave him. But the reality, it's quite the opposite.
If your husband is a good guy, but you're ready for divorce, you're not a bad person. So don't let guilt get the best of you.
The guilt you're feeling is actually not guilt, okay? Because guilt means you're doing something wrong, but you're not doing something wrong. And therefore, it's not guilt you're feeling, it's the discomfort of making a choice that you know is going to be hard for somebody else, and it's the choice that he doesn't want.
You're not doing him any favors by staying. If anything, you're actually going to start building up resentment. Your relationship doesn't have to be toxic to validate your feelings of wanting to leave.
You do not need to be in an abusive, awful, horrible relationship for you to justify why you want to choose yourself.
You are not doing anything wrong by asking for a divorce. You are not doing anything wrong by saying, my happiness lies in a different path.
He may not.
So now, if you are a younger man watching this and then you wanted to settle down, I'm sure you're going to feel some type of way like, so this is what happens. I can find somebody I care about and they seem to care about me. But this is a person that when they turn 30, in their 30s, they're going to turn against me. They want to divorce me. So like, how do women change from wanting marriage? Because most of them, they are the ones that want marriage. For most of the men that get married now, or the men that are getting married, it's not the man that's planning to say, no, I plan to get married. Most of my friends who are married, they didn't plan to say, no, I'm going to get married. It's the women that they were dating that made them get married. I don't know if you get they were influenced into marriages. So women seek marriages. That's the reason why they seek marriages. They seek marriages. I don't think men seek marriages. We are influenced into marriages. And when we marry them, they turn against us to say, no, I want a divorce. So you've devoted some years of your life, because prior to you getting married, you find that you've been building your career. And now your career takes off while you're married. All this work you've put in since you were born, your career or your business comes to take off when you get married. A few years into marriage, it takes off. And a woman you married 4 years later, she plans to divorce you. You're 4 years in. And you've built a bigger business because of certain works that you did before she came even into your life, for most part. And now, guess what happens after 4 years of her being married to you? She wants to take half of your life's work. She's gonna take it. So sometimes I think you might have negative perceptions when you see this kind of videos. Guys, let me know in the comment section if you've experienced this kind of things where you've done everything in your powers to be together with your wife, but still they are determined to leave you. And the reason they are citing is because they are unhappy. They want to be happy. And let me know how it went also for them. Were they happy after that? You know, or maybe it's these visions they have in their mind that they feel like they'll come to reality. And, you know, let me know in the comment section.